to be here with us this evening on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Introduce yourself, Lawrence. Why don't you tell us who you are, where you're from? Who is Lawrence? Tell us.
Hi, I'm an elderly gentleman. I live in a town called Westfield in New Jersey. My background is 49 years as being a physical therapist, and actually, as far as what we were going to talk about, the Sun Power Kids, that actually started as a dream for me about 30 years ago. I had this dream, and I've been working towards it forever, it seems, which is great. Trying to help children as best as I can, um, focusing on the world of children. That's what my passion is. That
Awesome. I am so grateful, number one, that you have made a decision to be here with us on this evening. And of course, I'm as double grateful that you allowed us to be a part of your journey as you have become a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. I am so honored that you have done that. Why don't you tell us a little bit? I mean, Sunpower Kids. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
sure. My question, which actually began, like I said, 30 years ago, it was something that I decided that just came to me. Whether it came through God or a mission, I'm not sure, but it certainly came to me, and I stayed with it all this time. And my question was, how could I offer children from all over the world through the use of 3D graphics and animation, which I actually have a passion for, an opportunity more to be in a creative way so that children could understand the importance of food for a healthy body. I know I was a little certainly ahead of my time, but that's okay. That's what happens in life. And I pursued that for the last 30 years. Um, and that's how it led to the creation of my brand, which is the Sun Power Kids. So
Awesome.
this brand, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, awesome. I'm saying awesome because I know for a fact this is going to be outstanding for children, mothers, grandparents. This is going to be outstanding because I see a huge elevation of what you're doing. And of course, a tale of Betty Broccoli was one of the things that interests me right off the bat. Before I even knew about the sunflower kid, I keep saying sunflower, but sunpower kids. Tell us a little bit about a tale of Betty Broccoli, if you don't mind sharing that.
Sure. Betty is one of the four characters that I've made a decision to write about. I actually have 36 various categories, and these characters. I'm sorry, not categories, and they are based on any food that a child might consider, whether it's fruits or dairy or vegetables or spices or whatever it is. So the first one that I chose was Betty Broccoli. Um, and the reason I chose her, no particular reason, but I wanted it for the children of this of whoever is able to see it, whether it's children or parents and so forth, to be able to learn a lesson that I presented through the way I wrote the story and went through the illustrations. And my decision was that I should present it not only as a paperback book, but also it's available as an ebook and an audio book. And the reason I chose Betty Broccoli, it's because her story is probably a story that every child goes through in its life. That is, she was teased because at school her friends made fun of her by calling her Treehead. And obviously, that's a terrible thing to say to any child. And when she came home, basically her mom understood the problem, and she was able to give her tremendous advice and encourage her that don't worry about what you look like, but just be who you are. And of course, Betty was very emotional about it. And as it turns out, in the story, two of her best friends showed up. One of them was Carol Carrot, and the other one was um, Gracie Grape. And it goes on to tell the story of how she finally realized by listening to her two best friends that they too had problems in terms of being bullied, if you want to say it that way, and that they learned how to cope with situations because of a loving mother who was able to teach the children how important it was to be and accept who you are, no matter what you look like. It's irrelevant. And one of the reasons I choose to use foods is because it crosses the line of ethnicity and race and color and creed because we're talking about food. So there's no reason to discriminate. It amounts and it's really an account of every child in the world. That's what it comes down to. So that's really why I chose Betty in this first one, learning how to listen to mommy and be proud of who you are no matter how you look. That's the important thing.
Wow. Well, I am excited, and I know that we have so many people out there who is going to embrace not just a tale of Betty Broccoli, but the Sun Power Kids in general. I can see it being almost a household name before you know it. And of course, I know that there's going to be some that want to show their support and reach out and purchase a copy of not just this publication, but the publications yet to come. What's the process for them to do so, if you don't mind sharing that?
Sure, I'd be happy to. The way it's set up, all you have to do is you go to Amazon.com. At this point, everybody probably knows who Amazon is. And I believe within a very short time, based upon how they get things out so quickly, you can either order an ebook if you have a Kindle or something else. If not, you can buy the paperback book. And then also, I did an audio book, and my audio book, which I love, I hired a young lady from England who sounds just like Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. So she has that British accent. And in fact, when you go to Amazon.com, you're able to listen for 2 minutes of the presentation that she gives, or because she's reading the story to you. And I also have, as a part of that, I wrote the music. In this case, the theme song for the Sun Power Kids. You'll hear that as well. But if it's possible, I would suggest if you have young children between the ages of 3 and 9, if you're able to afford it, to purchase both the book and the audiobook, because then you're able to listen to the story and follow it along, the illustrations as well as the words, of course. So it can be one of those things that teachers can use, mom and dad can use, grandparents, whoever it is. I have people who are now 8, 9 years old who are reading the book, and they said they love it because they're listening to the story while they're actually reading it. So it takes on many different facets for educational purposes as well.
Yeah.
The point is that the finish and the completion, you finish knowing that you've done something really a good thing, a good meritorious experience for children. That's what it's all about.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. And of course, I encourage people to show their love, care, concern, and support. If you don't know, now you know by now that Lawrence is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. You can stop by gmap1.com, click on the tab that simply is titled Children's Featured Authors. You'll see a copy of course, A Tale of Betty Broccoli. Click on it, it'll take you to the necessary location. Find out more information and details about the author as well as the publication. And of course, I am so grateful. And we know for a fact we'll be inviting you back over and over to talk about more and more of the publications that you're going to have available for the people. And I just can't thank you enough for taking time out to be here with us today. I can't thank you enough for accepting the invitation to be a part of our family here at GMAP. And I can't thank you enough for just simply allowing us to be a part of your journey. We're looking forward to so many great things in the very near future. And I want you to know that you can always count on us if there's anything we can assist you with anything that we can do in order to continue our journey and our relationship with you to help present this. And of course, the entire SunPower Kids to the people and the children around the world. You can always call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do. Make sure you reach out to us and contact us. And of course, the answer will always be yes. And you will never, ever have to ask us twice. We appreciate you so much. And of course, we want to inform the people that if they want to go out and purchase it through Amazon, please, by all means, if you do that, take a few extra moments. Make sure you leave a review. Make sure you leave a review letting them know that you appreciate what he's doing. I will appreciate you leaving that review. Amazon will appreciate it. And of course, the viewers will appreciate it as well. So I thank you so very much. We want to definitely invite you back. We want to get more in detail and more specific about the SunPower Kids in general. So I'm asking you personally and publicly, will you accept the invitation to join us again here on GMAP?
It would be my honor, especially for the children. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you so very much. Well, I tell you this, I am going to be blessing the people more and more. I have a Betty Broccoli book trailer to come up and air for you. And of course, we're going to do it for the SunPower Kids. And we're just excited about what you're doing. We're excited for the children because they have something that they can relate to and they can appreciate. So you keep doing what you're doing, keep blessing us, keep blessing the children, and of course, you will be blessed as well, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank
Really, it's
you. Thank you for accepting the opportunity. We shall look forward to inviting you back soon. And of course, if you missed any part of this conversation, you have an opportunity on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Comcast, whatever the case may be. We're going to make sure we can continue to put this information out there for the eyes and ears of the people, the viewers to appreciate. Until then, you have a fabulous rest of your evening, and we look forward to speaking with you again very, very soon. Okay?
absolutely. Thank you again. I really appreciate it.
And we appreciate you being here as well. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, yours truly, Pastor Kevin, here on the GMAP Broadcast Network.